Hi, my name is Captain Finn with the Sailing Academy. Hopefully by now you've seen our 5 things to check before leaving the dock video. This one's going to be similar as it pertains to required safety equipment by the U.S. Coast Guard that we're required to have on board for up to 25-foot sailing vessel or small power vessel. So in a second we're going to go ahead and pan to our table view so we can go ahead and get into the equipment.
So the first piece of equipment we're going to look at is our flares. So this is just your cylinder or generic flare kit. You can go ahead and twist that off right here. And it has 3 varieties in here of signaling devices. We have our flag, our distress flag with the square and ball on there. I'll pull that out in a moment. We have our flare pistol, our 12-gauge flare pistol, which would fulfill a requirement if we just had 3 in-date flare cartridges. And then our 3 handheld signal flares right here. So I want to make sure each one of these is in date and we would be good to go. Now, as promised, here is our distress flag. It actually opens up to be fairly large and it just keeps going. I don't know if I can get this entire thing in frame, but here we go. The next piece of equipment we're going to look at is our fire extinguisher. This is a Bravo 2, so this is a little bit more than just a requirement. This exceeds it a little bit, so this is to the next size category of boats, which we'll go over in a later video. But your Bravo 1 fire extinguisher is only going to cover your electrical fire. Your Bravo 2 is now going to add a petroleum fire category in there as well. So on all of our boats we carry Bravo 2s regardless because we have engines on almost all of our boats, our keel boats anyway. So we want to make sure when we look at it that it is not spent. So this is in the empty category, so I'm not going to use this. And I'm going to go ahead and replace it, get a new one. So this is just a prop that we keep in the office or our classroom.
Next piece of equipment is our sound device. So a couple examples that we have here is a little trumpet horn and a little air horn that you can use. You can also use the kind of sports horn with a little air chamber on there. I didn't have one in the office at the time making the video. Only thing with those is I prefer having a manual backup because the cartridge on there will expire, meaning it leaks over time, and when you're using it, it tends to spend pretty quickly. Next category we're going to look at is our PFDs. So with our PFDs, we need 1 approved life jacket for everybody on board. So what that means, if we have adults, we need adult sizes, and if we have kids, we need kid sizes. So this is a Type 1 for an example, a Type 1 PFD. We also, in conjunction with a life jacket for everybody on board, need a Type 4 throwable. So this would be an example of a Type 4 throwable. We'll have a separate video of all the variations of your throwable life jackets, or throwable PFDs, excuse me. So one thing, you could use this as a seat cushion. Make sure you don't strap or cut the straps on these. I've seen people cut them before. We don't want to cut any parts of our life jackets off. We want to leave them fully intact. And last but not least is going to be our paperwork. So we want to make sure if we have a documented vessel that everything is documented properly, and if it's state registered, we need our state registration stickers here and our state registration to go with it. Our paperwork, licensing, insurance if we have it, all that fun stuff. We also highly recommend, and all of our members here and part of our sailing club are required to have towing insurance, because everybody has to pay their dues with what we affectionately know as the little red boat of shame. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you out in the water soon here at the Sailing Academy.